The center of the beach. A female has just landed and now submits herself to a male who flashes his red crest to impress her. Mating itself is brief. Afterwards, the male will resume displaying in the hope of attracting yet more females. The female herself will now leave. Three days later, our Ornithochirus has yet to mate. Heat, stress, and lack of food have all but killed him. The king of the skies has lost his majesty. His life has run full circle. In his time he traveled the globe, but death finds him here, in the very same place where he first mated some 40 years ago. On the beach around him are others who lost out in this struggle to reproduce. But nature is seldom wasteful. They have become food for the next generation. The pterosaurs continue to rule the skies for millions of years, while on land, the dinosaurs spread to every part of the globe. They become specialists, conquering even the most extreme environment of all. It is the mid-Cretaceous period, and the South Pole is a giant continent made up of South America, Australia, and Antarctica. Kept warm by ocean currents that are forced down from the equator, instead of ice caps, here there are lush forests. But unlike the unchanging tropical climate elsewhere, Antarctica has seasons, from hot summers under midnight sun to cold winters of total darkness. Lielanosaura is a dinosaur that has adapted to this extreme climate. Throughout the winter, they survive in the warm, sheltered heart of the thick forest, but now in spring, they emerge to feed on the fresh plant growth. They are just 2 meters long, and their most distinctive feature is their large eyes, which help them find food in the dark winter. These dinosaurs are sociable little animals that live in small clans, enabling them to make the most of scarce resources. The clan is dominated by one breeding pair, and the hierarchy ensures that a Lielanosaura is always on lookout duty. He regularly issues reassuring clicks as long as the coast is clear. The clan are especially protective now as they are building nests. But no matter how busy these little dinosaurs are, they always have to remain alert to danger. A polar allosaur, a summer visitor from warmer lands to the north. He is a 1-ton ambush predator. The allosaur is the largest and fiercest killer in the forest, but he was spotted early enough by the sentry, and as the clan melt into the undergrowth, he is no match for their speed and agility. Spring across the polar forests brings the movement of many animals. In the sky, lines of pterosaurs head south for their summer roosts. And among the trees there is the echo of unfamiliar sounds. The largest of all the summer migrants is coming to the forest. These unusual calls herald the arrival of huge herds of Mutabarosaurus from the north. These dinosaurs move towards the pole every year to strip the lush vegetation and find secure sites to lay their eggs. The herds have a major impact on the forest. Each massive adult weighs about 3 tons and can pluck food from branches several meters off the ground. While feeding, the dinosaurs keep in touch using their specially adapted noses to produce a range of trumpeting calls. They are being watched by hungry eyes. The allosaur is testing the herd, probing for sick or old animals. These herbivores are slow, but find safety in size and numbers. The allosaur is no match for a healthy bull Mutabarosaurus, and he is forced to back down. It is now full summer and permanently light. The sun will not set for another 5 months. Inside the forest, the Lielanasaura enjoy the summer bounty and, despite the dangers around them, sleep. During these long months of sun, they rely heavily on their patterned skin to camouflage them among the ferns. Sleep is the last thing on the minds of the hatchlings that are playing nearby. They have grown and are now practicing the sort of agile moves which may one day save their lives. Wherever the young are, their mother is not far away, acting as lookout for her increasingly active brood. On the banks of the river, an old Mutabarosaurus has been brought down, and a male allosaur feeds off the rotting flesh. The polar allosaur is a smaller descendant of the great carnivores of the Jurassic 50 million years before. His type are rare in the Cretaceous, but they survive here at the South Pole. Although there is enough meat at this kill for 20 allosaurs, it is unlikely the approach of a rival female will be tolerated.